Hey everyone, I'm the Canadian Lad, and James Gunn and DC have just released brand new footage of Superman, and I've watched it at 0.25x speed and found some amazing hidden details. I won't waste your time with a bigger intro, so let's just jump straight to the point. The sneak peek starts in the Arctic, where Superman crashes into the snow, creating a huge crater. We've seen this clip in the teaser, but now we get the full sequence, where Krypto the Superdog drags him all the way to the Fortress of Solitude. Now David Cornsweat's Superman is visibly battered, bloodied, and gasping for air, implying he's just lost a major fight against someone incredibly strong. Rumors say we might see an evil version of Superman as the main baddie of this movie, created by Lex Luthor, someone the internet's been calling Ultraman. This scene shows a more vulnerable Superman compared to the godlike version we saw with Henry Cavill in the DCEU. In this one, he's not invincible, at least not yet. Superman whistles calling for help, and Krypto the Superdog rushes into the scene, kicking up snow as he rushes to Superman. Krypto has a little red cape and a collar with the House of L symbol. Like any dog, Krypto gets the zoomies and starts playing around, not realizing Superman is badly injured. Even though Krypto has Superman's exact power set, he's still just a dog at heart. He jumps on Superman expecting him to get up and play, but when Superman hands him his cape and asks him to take him home, Krypto understands and starts dragging him. Some of the screams by David Cornsweat really made me smile watching this scene.
Stop! Holy mother of God!
So throughout the movie, we might see a lot of scenes where Superman is training Krypto, meaning Krypto might still be in his puppy phase. Now as Krypto starts dragging Superman, the Fortress of Solitude emerges from the ground. This gives a level of secrecy for Superman's Kryptonian headquarters, so no one can enter when Superman isn't there. But if the rumors are true and an evil Superman aka Bizarro does exist, he might be able to access the fortress too. Since they both look the same, the fortress might open its doors without knowing it's an imposter. The Fortress of Solitude has always been Superman's base in the comics, and this might be the most comic-accurate depiction of it in live action. If we compare the Fortress of Solitude shown in the teaser and now in this extended sneak peek, notice the crystals in the new footage look shinier and more realistic, with sunlight reflecting off them, whereas previously it looked more dull and pale. The doors of the fortress open up and we see the Superman robots. We briefly saw one of them dying in Superman's arms in the teaser, but now we get a clearer look. I like how the robots all call him Superman instead of Kal-El, which is his real Kryptonian name. You would think Kryptonian robots would use his birth name, but instead they chose the name the people of Earth gave him. That shows how much he's embraced this world. Now inside the fortress, we hear several voices talking in the background, although it's hard to make out what they're saying. Now there are reports as to whose voice that is, but I'll save that for the end of the video since it contains a very big spoiler. All the Superbots have capes as well, and their chest has the House of L or Superman symbol, along with the numbers to tell them apart. This is straight out of the animated series, where they almost look the same, except in the movie the robots don't have eyes, just a single camera lens instead. Now if you didn't catch it hearing their voices, robot number 4 is voiced by Alan Tudyk, who also did voice work in Star Wars and Andor. Then we hear number 5 report that Superman has 14 broken bones.
14 fractured bones.
Marvel fans will be familiar with this voice. This is none other than James Gunn's friend Michael Rooker, aka Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. One thing that bothered me from this footage though is this conversation between number 4 and number 12.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
Although it sounds super cute and whatnot, but didn't number 4 just say they don't feel any emotions? And then we see number 12 immediately giggling and blushing because Superman looked at her? So which is it? No emotions or some very obvious feelings? Or perhaps number 4 is the leader of this group because of this, because it has outgrown emotions, while the others still have a bit of emotions left in them. They then all lift up Superman, which I'd imagine would require a lot of strength. But since they're Kryptonian robots, it should be an easy task. We also get our best look yet at David Cornsweat's Superman suit here, and honestly, I love how comic booky it looks. It doesn't try to hide the fact that it's a superhero outfit. That's something James Gunn is great at. He embraces the fun, the colorful side of comic books, and he's not afraid to show a bit of silliness. And that's part of what makes me so hyped for this movie. The robots lay Superman on a bed, and we see a body scan showing all 14 fractures. One of the bones in his face is even broken, so someone must have punched the hell out of his face. Something the Snyder fans wouldn't like, I'm sure. His right arm looks okay, but the left one is clearly fractured, which explains why he struggled so much to lift his cape and give it to Krypto earlier. Number 4 and the other robots began repairing Superman's injuries by magnifying the yellow sun's energy directly at him. This regenerates his broken bones and repairs his damaged tissue, which seems to be a rather painful process for Superman. Now you might wonder, why is Superman screaming if he's getting better? Well, imagine your broken bones moving back into place all at once. That would definitely hurt. Also, we've never seen Superman this badly injured before, so the healing process could be a lot more intense than usual. And remember, he's not healing here in a natural order. The robots have placed magnifying lenses to amplify the rays of the sun, and that might be why it's more painful. So no, I don't think James Gunn has made Superman weaker. This just adds more emotional weight to the scene and shows how much he's been through. Now, one of my favorite moments is when the entire Fortress of Solitude starts rotating to bring the sunlight directly onto Superman. You can see the structure turning from the inside, almost as if it's a living being in and of itself. This is by far the coolest depiction of Fortress of Solitude in live action. Now, as they start to heal Superman, we see steam rising off his suit from the extreme heat. The visual effects team even added a cool, inferior mirage effect where the heat makes the air ripple to show just how hot it is, and how much Superman is enduring in this scene. As the sunlight bends, Superman's red and blue colors fill the screen, and we see the text from director James Gunn. After that, the teaser we saw back in December 2024 plays again, but this time with a more polished visual effects. For example, the purple energy sphere behind Lois and Clark looks more refined now. Specifically, Guy Gardner's green glow, which is more noticeable now. And finally, we hear Lex Luthor speak for the first time in the sneak peek. And that's pretty much everything from the sneak peek. With Fantastic Four dropping the same month, July is shaping up to be the best month of the year for me. Let me know your theories about Superman and drop a comment with your thoughts on this overall trailer. There's also a new trailer coming soon. James Gunn confirmed it himself. So when it drops, you can bet I'll be breaking it down frame by frame at 0.25x speed. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you do. I've got a bunch of videos coming this week, new updates on Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and of course more Daredevil breakdowns before episode 8 hits. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you lads in the next one. And oh, the spoiler that I talked about? The voices that we heard inside the fortress are Jor-Els, played by Bradley Cooper.
Stop!